What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Phil. I am happy to be back with an amazing easy recipe for you guys. Today we are doing beef and noodle stir fry. This one is so yummy, super simple, and this one is for all the lazy cooks out there. I'm guarantee you're going to love this. I've listed the easy ingredients in the description box down below. Don't forget to check on that. So without saying more, let's get started. So first you're going to prepare all the veggies that we'll need for this beef and noodle stir fry. So here I have a half piece of white onion. You can use red onion if you have. I also have some 2 garlic cloves, a piece of ginger, and I'm also going to use some green onions. We're just going to use the green part and also some carrots. So just go ahead and slice that onion as you see the way I'm doing it here. Once you're done, you'll put that aside. Next you will cut your carrots into very thin strips. This is just to make them cook very faster. So once you're done, place that aside. And as I've mentioned earlier, I've listed the ingredients in the description box down below. Don't forget to check on that. And also, if you're clicking this video for the first time, don't forget to subscribe for more of my amazing recipes. Next, we are going to cut the green onions, and as I've mentioned earlier, we're just going to need the greener part. The white part, you can use it for something else, maybe making your stock. So just go ahead and roughly chop that. Once you're done, place that aside as we go to our next step. Next, we'll just go ahead and grate the garlic cloves and the ginger. So just make sure you have a teaspoon each of the grated garlic and the grated ginger. So once you're done, place that aside. Next, you're going to cut our beef. So for this recipe, I'll be using beef fillet. Beef fillet cooks very fast, or you can also use beef steak if you have. So I want to point it out again, guys, just try and use beef meat that can cook really fast. This is beef stir fry recipe, so there is nothing like boiling the meat involved. So I would really recommend you have either a beef steak or a beef fillet. So I'm just going ahead to cut it into very small strips as you see the way I'm doing it here. And then once you're done, you're just going to transfer the meat to a bowl, and then you're going to season it with some salt and freshly ground black pepper. You're just going in with your clean hands and you're going to mix everything together until nicely incorporated. Next, you'll place that aside, and now let's get to cooking. So we're going to first cook the noodles. So here I have 3 pieces of noodles. I'm just going ahead to place them in boiling water, and I'm also going to add the seasonings that's always in the noodles. So make sure you add those seasonings. They add a lot of flavor to this beef stir fry noodles recipe. So we're going to cook this for just 3 minutes, guys. Don't overcook your noodles or else they will end up mushy, and we don't want that. So cook your noodles for just 3 minutes, guys. Next, you're going to scoop about a 1/4 cup of the noodle water because we will need it to make our sauce later. Our noodles look ready at this point. Quickly remove them from the hot water. Next, we're going to cook our beef. In your pan, you're going to add some vegetable oil. So make sure that the pan is very hot. Next, you will add the beef, and then you're just going to cook this while turning. This may take about 8 to 10 minutes. So just make sure that you cook the meat until all the water that you see in that pan is gone, and once it's dry, you're going to just continue cooking it, and then you're going to brown it as you see the way I'm doing it here. And that's just it. You'll remove the beef from the hot pan, set that aside, and we go to our next step. So for our next step, we're just going to make the sauce that we'll be using for this recipe, which is actually very simple. So first, you're going to mix some cornflour or cornstarch with some water. This is just for thickening our sauce. Once that is mixed, you're going to add some teriyaki sauce. So for this recipe, I'm using half a cup of teriyaki sauce. Next, I'm going ahead to add pasta water that we reserved earlier, and then you're just going to take your spoon. You're going to mix this well until everything is nicely incorporated. This may take about 1 or 2 minutes. Now that everything is prepped, let's start cooking our beef and noodle stir fry. So in the same pan that we used earlier, you're going to add the sliced onion. You're going to saute that for about 45 seconds. Once that is done, you're going to add the grated garlic and grated ginger. You'll continue sauteing this for about 30 more seconds or until the onions are nicely translucent. Next, you're going to add the carrots. So the carrots will just take about 2 to 3 minutes. So we're just going to stir fry them. Don't overcook them because we just need them to be a bit crunchy. So we're not going to cook them until they are very soft. Next, I'm also going to add the beef that we cooked earlier. We will follow that with the teriyaki sauce, and then you're going to quickly mix this. You are going to let this simmer for about 2 minutes or until the sauce thickens. Next, we will add the chopped green onions and the cooked noodles. Quickly mix that. So at this point, you should be very fast because we don't want to overcook our noodles because they're already cooked earlier. So here is just mixing everything until nicely incorporated. I see the way I'm doing it here. And that's just it, guys. Your noodles and beef stir fry is ready to serve. I recommend serving it immediately from the pan. This one tastes amazing. You will love it. I hope you go ahead and try it. And as usual, if you try it, don't forget to tell me how yours came out on the comment section down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more of my amazing recipes. Remember, you can always connect on Instagram or on TikTok at feels_kitchen. So till my next video, guys. Bye.